Hey guys, it's S7rwbrry, and for another Pump Up My Tower, and this time it's with Strawberry. So this is the first time I'm taking a look at it, so we're just gonna go in, let's just see where the bots are at. Um, yeah, let's take the points out of here and put them into gold bot. But we're gonna take a look at everything else first before we decide to do that, just so I have a better pulse on where everything needs to be going to. Let's see. Labs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. We got 5 slots. You're working on chronofield duration. That's super important. Lab speed. Black hole coin bonus. Don't change any of these. And then you got some golden tower stuff that you're working on too. That's awesome. We'll see. I'm pretty sure like these three are gonna stay. I'm not sure about golden tower quite yet, but yeah, we can dive into that. Um, okay. So we've got Black Hole, we've got Gloom Tower, we don't have Death Wave, and we don't have Smart Missiles yet. So, um, we do have these synchronized up. So right now, that synchronization, that is uh, one, so 200 seconds on both of these, which means that your Golden Bot over here is synchronized with that. That's amazing. Um, so yeah, for your flame bot, let's just pull those metals out of that, and I would say focus more on the range because you're really going to want to capture as many enemies as possible. Looks like we'll be giving a little bit of preference to that anyway. Um, but yeah, maybe just feel like if it's an even split as far as the metals that you're taking out, just even split between bonus and range. So yeah, I wouldn't quite touch these yet. Um, most of your best bonuses at this point. Let's see. I'm gonna run a little calculation here. We got 12 seconds for the perk added to that. That will land us at 30 seconds. So you could do a little bit more duration into black hole. That'll be beneficial, as well as boosting these two up. Spotlight is really nice for the econ side of things, though. It takes such a tremendous amount of quantity, angle, and yada 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 to really get the most out of it. But you have it on a fairly basic level. Um, we still might be able to do a little bit of this. Working on the Golden Tower Labs. Specifically for you, I would say the bonus is probably going to give you more value because the bonus will always be stacking with black hole, whereas right now your duration is already beyond what your black hole has. Um, so yeah, okay. Let's see what modules you're using. Okay, so you're using Black Hole Digester, which is confusing. It doesn't really enhance black hole. It enhances free ups. So you might get a little bit more on how we're going to build your tower out of Singularity Harness. Singularity Harness is going to make your bots encompass a larger area. And as a result, you're going to be able to get a lot more coin bonus for enemies killed. Just all in all. So this might be actually the better choice for you. Um, yeah. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so looking at your cards, you've got a bunch of them already maxed out here, at least for the commons. That looks maxed. Oh, you're in the process of maxing some of your rares, so that's really nice. Like you're actually not too far. Um, from what I can see right now, for where you're at with cards, yeah, you could probably finish out your rares. That'll happen really quickly, and then at that point, I might put more use of your gems into either maybe more coin slots or maybe modules or coin card slots after you're done with this. Since you're just so close. Um, let's see. Stones saving for DW or throw them all into. Yeah, it really is a hard choice. Let me pull up. I'm just looking at a chart for all the bins. So when you first unlock Black or Death Wave, that's going to be 300 seconds. So that comes out to. I meant to math here. I think that's about 5 minutes. So that's a tremendous amount of work. And if you don't have um, Multiverse Nexus, it'll be hard to initially kind of tie them in. Um, oh, hey, I finally died in tournament. Yay. Okay. I think I got this. Um, this tournament went a lot longer than I thought it would. So I wasn't sure when it was going to end. I didn't really look at the battle conditions. I just kind of jumped in and did it. Yeah. Um, just gonna get my farming run up and going because always got to be farming. Let's turn this on and get. Oh, so you guys can see a little bit of what I do at the start of my runs too. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, specifically because you have that synchronization between Coinbot and these guys, let's give a little bit more. Actually, let's hold off on the duration. We're gonna go for bonus and size because right now your Coinbot only has 21 seconds. So a little bit more into range, bonus, duration. That'll be where the medals will go. And yeah, I'll put the stones right here for now, and then go for number one priority. I'm thinking we'll lean towards Death Wave, and then for a secondary priority, we're going to go for smart missiles. And I've been telling everyone smart missiles are to clear out procs out of your black hole, so you can always get to keep those clear and always killing all the enemies that you need to. Yeah. For your workshop, let me see. Have you not done workshop respec? Let's get this done. Workshop respec. Um, sorry for the burp. Lava speed, you're definitely going to want to keep that. So let's grab out Golden Tower Duration, and we're going to throw in Workshop Respec right in here. You're going to respec your workshop. After that, that's going to cost you about 150 gems. And then we're going to go down the list here. So over here for damage, that's fine. Attack speed, you'll knock down. Critical chance, you'll knock down. Well, yeah. Yeah, we're going to try for hoarding enemies. Attack range, you're going to go in and you're going to reduce the lab value to the minimal amount, and then you're going to take everything out of here. And if you do have the range card, which you might actually have equipped right now, I can't see. Yeah, you do have the range card equipped. We're going to be taking this card off, and we're going to be putting other stuff in there. We're going to be putting in extra defense, fortress. You already have critical chance, so that's fine. That'll work well with the critical coin, which you have equipped. You've got this equipped. You've got free ups. We're going to take off free ups. Free ups are going to be detrimental because we want to make sure that we're maintaining a particular range and you're not killing enemies too quickly. We want the enemies to build up on your tower, get sucked in the black hole, and then hopefully you're able to kill all those enemies that are in the black hole. With the number of card slots that you have versus, I think, the previous person that I was looking at, you could probably actually keep Wave Skip. That's probably not going to be a big deal. You already have Berserker, you already have Wave Accelerator. Okay. Um, so Wave Accelerator. Because it's locked. Oh man. Wave Accelerator is really good for G-Comp related builds, but because you're not using G-Comp, I think this may actually end up becoming harmful. Yeah. It might actually be harmful to have Wave Accelerator. Not 100% sure on it. Try a run without it and try a run with it. Compare your, like, the total times it takes to complete your run, as well as how many coins you make, cells, all that stuff, and make a comparison, see how far ahead you are or behind using Wave Accelerator. So there's a little bit of hope for you on that one. Um, yeah, actually, I would put after you finish up your cards here, your uncommons, I guess, or rares or whatever it is, because you're really close. Finish these out, or at least finish like critical coin. That way you can get a little bit more bonus from that. Um, yeah, extra defense, fortress would be really solid. You may have enough card slots actually to slot in health regen. Um, Slow aura might also take some of the heat off. So like you're taking off the range card, you're taking off wave accelerator, put those in. Maybe you won't have enough. We'll be taking off the attack speed card, So let's put in health regen in there. And take enough the free ups. So I think that'll allow you to slot in slower. Is that what we want to do? Alternatively, instead of slow aura, what we could do, you could continue rolling modules and finish out intro sprint. That'll allow you to skip the really quickly go through the first 100 waves and try to get your first perk wave requirement sooner. And the sooner you're able to really fire up all of your econ setup, the much easier it's going to be. I had like the total value of like the hours that you spend in a run plus all the coins that you're making. I think this could be beneficial, and more so maybe than slower. Yeah, let's go back. So we're gonna go one Berserker. Yeah, that's the only one that we're gonna grab. One Berserker. Energy net isn't too bad, especially with how we're going to try to build, but you may not have the labs done for this, so let me just go through the labs. We're going to get workshop respec. Damage is fine where it's at, not worried about that. Your orb speed, eventually you can get that up. Oh, okay. So you've got a little bit. So you're still working on some of that blender strategy using orbs to kill enemies. Oops. I'm an idiot. I did not grab those. Okay. So orb speed will be good to work on eventually, as well as boss or boss hit. Wall, I would completely leave alone for a while. That's going to take you a while to work up to. Wall is great later game, but it takes so much investment to get into. I don't think it's worth your time or effort right now to really do that. You'd probably get more out of defense. Ooh, an absolute defense. Actually, no, I take that back. Leave your absolute defense where it is. The health regen will be pretty good. And you can do a little bit of defense percent. Let's jump. Oh, shockwave size. You're going to go in here. You're going to reduce that to minimal. Because range or shockwave size and range, both of those labs, you can modify the range on it. So reduces down to the minimal value. Now it just makes things easier for you. Coins per kill, that's always useful. You don't have G-Comp yet, and right now with this build, you probably don't want to use it, but later on, once you do and you start transitioning into G-Comp related kind of builds, this will be really, really nice. Enemy ELS labs are really important later on, but we're not quite there yet. Oh, and package boss, or package after boss is nice also. Yeah. Okay, so we're using Black Hole Digester for the time being. I think I mentioned let's grab Singularity Harness instead, so we have a larger range with your bot, and make sure that there's no free up stats on there. So you could do like the ELS related stuff, if you have those unlocked. If you don't, then don't worry about them. At that point, I would do probably. I'm kind of floating between yeah. Let's do coins per kill and coins per wave. Now, if you do have the ELS stats unlocked, I would do coins per kill, and I would do enemy attack level skips, and that would be good on that one. Assuming you only have 2 slots, which you might have more. Alright. And then let's see, do you have the target priority lab? Okay, you do have this available. Eventually you could grab this. And for the target priority, I would put like a target priority for enemies in Spotlight. And then maybe closest at that point after that. Or you could do Spotlight and then kind of order it down from like the enemies that are the most valuable, like bosses, then your elites, and blah 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 blah, all the way down. So yeah, let's go with a workshop preset, and then probably after that, if you've got the money, maybe that as well. And that's assuming that you have where is labs for ultimate weapon? Looking on that. Let's see. So when you get Deathwave health is really nice. Deathwave coin bonus, that's going to be where the beauty is at. Right now, if you are running in rounds, if you let's say every round that you go through, you pick up like a free ultimate weapon. Let's really aim for trying to get Deathwave. So enemies are marked by the Deathwave. I think it's included. I think this base value of that 50% is included in that. So that's going to be a really good one. And then you're going to try to not restart your game afterwards. And I think if that happens, it'll continually populate the same ultimate weapon. So just continually restart after every single match until you can get Deathwave. And then just hold off on restarting for a while. It looks like you already have a bunch into Spotlight coin bonus. So that's where that preferential targeting towards enemies in Spotlight will be really, really nice. That way you can get a little bit more out of this. You did start a little bit of Spotlight missiles. This will be pinch for when you get... so you're going to go Deathwave, Smart Missiles. When you get Smart Missiles, you get all the Smart Missile labs. And that's where things become absolutely beautiful. So you'll use initially Smart Missiles for synchronizing with the rest of your econs so you can clear out the procs, and you're always killing enemies whenever all your econ stuff goes off. Now, where Spotlight Missiles is going to come in handy is all of the nice juicy bonuses from Spotlight, or from Smart Missiles. Give me a second. Just managing my run here. This is going to be Spotlight Missiles are going to be used in tournaments. That's going to give you the consistency of your Smart Missiles, and all of your labs related to Smart Missiles are going to apply to Spotlight Missiles, as well as the damage. So the big 2 things once you do get Smart Missiles down the line, synchronize the cooldown first, and then any of the damage is going to be hugely beneficial for your tournament progression, as well as like the missile amp and yada yada, and the radius. Let's see, when you get Deathwave, You can start hitting up this lab. That means that enemies will drop bonus cells that are marked by death wave. So this is really nice too. It'll kind of help throttle up your progression. Let's see here. Yep, you're at a good spot with waves required. You can stop right there. You don't need to touch it ever again. Standard perk bonus is really valuable. Looks like you've already put a little bit into that already, so that's nice. And then you've got some room for growth over an improved trade-off. More perk bands. At the moment, I don't think I would use auto perk where you're at, but maybe you can make it work. If it's already working for you really well, then I'm not going to throw a wrench into that. Oh, we should also talk about perks. Ooh. So obviously perk wave requirement first, followed by the trade-off. I would say after that, you're going to want the ultimate weapon one, followed by extra orbs, and then everything after that, you're gonna. Oh, sorry. There's coins in there too. No. We're gonna do the extra orbs and then coins because we're gonna try to finish out the ones. Try to thin out the pool so that it's easier to access additional perk wave requirements as far as like when it populates. Because when it rolls, we're gonna roll a common. It pulls from the entire pool of commons. So if you can thin out that pool, the likelihood of perk wave requirements is going to be more prevalent. So after the orbs, I would say let's do coin. And then you can do the defensive stuff like defense, absolute defense, all of that good stuff. And I would say keep more on the defensive side for this build because it's the survivability and your thorns damage and your orbs killing things that's really gonna make as much money as possible. If you want to, what I would say is maybe you could grab one level before you take stuff out of Flamebot. Pull one level out of here. Because Flamebot, like as far as labs go, so this is kind of like for down the line when you don't have anything else that you can throw in. I would say like throw in Flamebot. And if you can do that before you respec out of Flamebot, then you'll always have that available research to be able to do. It's not going to lock you out anymore. So that might be something that you can do. Let's see. Common drop chance. So valuable for leveling up your modules. Yeah, that's super important. But you might not have the money quite yet to jump after this into rare drop chance. So going back and forth between daily mission shards and reroll shards will be really useful. So you can start to afford the rare drop chance. And then after rare drop chance, finish off these guys. And then module shard cost. And so right now you're able to go about 5,700 waves. So you're making about $1 billion on some of these. That's kind of cool. So 7 billion in T2. 1.4 billion. I don't think that's correct. So some of these are actually not too bad. T5, I would say, might be actually your looks like it's already kind of your sweet spot. I would probably keep the farming to that because just looking at the waves, that way you've got consistency for your farms. You're not running the RNG as far as when you're trying to fish up the trade off, and you've got a little bit of maybe a little bit of extra after you finish off all your parts um, to just ride out the rest. Did I cover everything? Money is a really big part, so I'm thinking about sticking with a golden tower bonus in there. Do the respec. After you do the respec, this is up to you. If you're like, I don't care, it's going to be so long till I get to Flamebot, I'm just not going to touch it. You can totally do that. Um, and that might be just the best thing. Just ignore Flamebot for the next year or two or whatever, and um, use the slot for all the other miscellaneous stuff. Black hole digester, we're going to singularity harness. Um, Space displacer. Yeah, no. You could use it for tournaments. By all means, use it for tournaments. It'll be great for where you're at for tournament use. But I think right now, let's take the space displacer out, and we'll use one of the other armor modules. Kind of find which one already has good stats on it, so you don't have to roll that off. And then I would go with defense, and I'm thinking let's go with absolute defense because you're just going to want to armor up so you can take the hits, and yeah. Hopefully, I think I covered everything as far as it goes for you. Um, yeah. All right. Well, I'll catch you later.